The Grass Harp is a 1995 film directed by Charles Matthau, written by Sterling Siliphant, based on The Grass Harp by Truman Capote. I've never read it. If you've read it and have any thoughts on how it compares, please feel free to let me know. And we have a cast including Piper Laurie, Sissy Spacek, Edward Furlong, Nell Carter, Doris Roberts. It's because of Doris Roberts that I became aware of this, and I thought it sounded quite interesting, and I'm pleased to say it's a really pleasant film. I don't necessarily rate it as highly as some people. It has 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb across 20,000 reviews and ratings, so it seems to be really well received. I have no complaints. I liked it, just maybe not as much as that. It's about a young boy called Collin, and he's played by Edward Furlong, and he becomes an orphan and has to go and live with relatives. And it's about that upheaval and meeting new people and the adventures and journey that follows. It sounds like it was going to be quite a depressing story. It's actually a comedy. It's a comedy drama, and I'd say, yeah, it's maybe not the funniest, but it definitely has enough light-hearted moments in it that despite the potentially heavy subject matter of a young boy losing his parents, it is quite light and a pleasant experience. But there are, of course, moments that are quite dramatic as well, and I think they got the balance spot on. There is a lot of variety in what happens. There is a lot of adventure in the film. The characters are all very, very well written. They're all very likeable. The performances are great. It's set in the 1930s, and I'm going to say it feels realistic, but I know nothing about the 1930s in America, at least not enough to say that it is accurate. But for me, it felt like what I would expect. The costumes look great. We have a lot of beautiful outdoor scenes. It's absolutely beautiful to look at. It has a really nice, inviting atmosphere. It's filmed in Alabama, which is where it's set, which is quite nice because not every film is filmed where it's meant to be set. And in general, I have absolutely zero complaints. It's a well-written story. I don't know how true the adaptation is to Capote's story, but certainly based purely on the film, it's an interesting story. The characters are well-written. They're very likeable. The performances are good. Visually, it looks great. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I thought The Grass Harp was a really pleasant experience. Nice balance of comedy and drama. It ticks all of the right boxes. As I said, I don't necessarily rate it quite as high as 7.4 out of 10, but there's nothing about it that I didn't enjoy. There's nothing that didn't work. So all things considered, I enjoyed the experience. I'd probably never choose to watch it again, but if I had to, for some reason, I certainly wouldn't mind that. And of course, if it sounds like a film that might appeal to you, or if you're just curious to see what it's like, then needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend The Grass Harp.